Hello everybody, we are back and we've got our beautiful form, and now we're going to see how can we extrapolate surfaces from this. And one thing that's been pretty consistent about this process, and specifically with these pendant lamps, is a lot of our surfaces are going to be arrayed around the axes, or essentially the axes made when the cord or this pendant is hanging. So let's go through that process. And the first thing I'm going to do is, just in top view, I'm going to come over and put some surfaces down so I can see if I can get the geometry from the intersection between surfaces and this solid object. And the reason I gave it a thickness was so that I can kind of just get it all at once, No reason in having to offset any curves or anything like that, when I can just, generate all of those surfaces and things automatically. So I'm going to then just make a couple of super easy peasy planar surfaces. I'm just doing rectangle corner to corner, and 0 is going to be my first corner for the side view. And I'm going to make it rather large because we're just going to split it in the end. And I'm going to look in my perspective view. And I'm going to come over here to my array. And I'm just going to polar array this vertical surface first. Select the surface. Center, I'm just going to hit 0. Again, it's always handy to just stay, work around the coordinate system. I'm going to hit done. You know what? Maybe I'll change that number. I'm just going to bring it out here and hit done. And then it's saying, okay, this is what it's going to look like. I'm going to bump that number up. Why don't we make it really thick? We'll do 24. I think that'll be all right. And we'll hit enter. And then what I'm going to do, looking at the front view, I'm actually going to bring this surface up. Oops, where are you? Actually, you know what's even better plan? Oh, where is this? You know what? Why don't we do this? Why don't we make a new layer, and we'll say ribs vertical, and we'll say ribs horizontal. So these vertical ribs. Oh. Shush phone. Oh, jeez. All right, I'm sure everybody does this. Deselect this one. Look at this, deselect my flat one, and then I'll move all of those objects to this layer and hide those. And what I am thinking of doing is actually just moving from this center of this surface to the center of that bottom ring there, because that is going to be really where I specifically know I need some sort of connector there, or rib that is going to go actually all the way in to the socket. All right, so what I can do now is I'm going to go to front view, and I'm just going to array this linearly. And we do, instead of 6, let's do 18. And the more number we have of ribs horizontally and vertically, the more the form is going to be defined. So I'm going to come back to center, and I'm going to hold shift. And what I'm looking for is I don't want the last surface to be, it's really finite, is I don't want the last surface to be touching very close to the bottom. Although it's trying to snap automatically to the coordinate plane. We'll just say there for now. All right, so we've got those. Oh, it's thinking. Cool, so we've got those, and I'm going to go into perspective mode. I'm going to turn my horizontal ribs on. Actually, I'm going to where's my cursor? There we go. I'm going to move these objects to a separate layer. Move objects to this layer. And then I'm going to show both of these. And you know what? While we're at it, let's just change these colors. It'll make it a little more, I like that blue. It's a nice blue. I like that one. That color better. And let's go with a vibrant color that we can see. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to select these objects, deselect my form in there if I can. There we go. And I'm going to split these objects with that cutting form. Enter. It's going to take some time to think. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete all of these outside. And if I look at one of them, I can see that that outline is somewhere in there. Same thing with the top. Then I'll look at it from the bottom. And look at that. Whoa. Cool. Oh, I accidentally deleted my solid. So let's see, is this a weird one? No, that's not a weird one. So now I'm just going to hide my freeform shape and oh, look at that. I'm going to move this object back to the base geometry or the freeform geometry. And there we go. Look at that. Oh, that's looking wild. It's looking fun now. You can really start to see the shape come together in its really freeform fashion. So what I can do next is really I can just edit that surface so that it includes this ring here, or make it more whole. So I can go to curve. Actually, no, I'll make a circle, attach it to the center, and I'm gonna make sure that it's a little bit larger. Just a little bit. And that should actually be in the horizontal ribs. Like this, I'm going to go curve from objects, duplicate border. And from here, I can select this. Oh, did it not do it? All right, well, I'll just do curve face border. There we go. This, oh, geez. This curve and this curve, planar surface, because they should be on the same level. There we go. Thinking. And I'm going to, oh, come on, computer. Delete this one. Delete that curve. Delete these curves and just move that surface back to my horizontal there. So there we go. And then what I can do, which is, I'm going to hide that light bulb for now. What I can do next is come in and create my geometry. I'll say cutting, or why don't I say slot geo. And what I can do next is I can work in that layer. I will select all of these objects, and then I will find the intersection points for those objects. Object intersection, which should be a bunch of lines. So if I hide these ribs and these things, I can see there are all those lines right there. And this one looks like there was some extra information there. I'm not sure what that's about. Oh, points and things like that. Now you'll probably, your computers will be better, but what we can do from here is then extrapolate the midpoints of these things and then create our cylinders, our little cylinders that are the same thickness as our material, and then cut slots into both of the horizontal and vertical pieces. But that is it for this video. We've got to a point where we can make surfaces, or we've got some good surfaces that we can use to construct this lampshade. So I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope it helps you with your own project. I'll see you later. Bye.